Hey everyone, Brian from Kindle Autopilot here. Wanted to shoot this quick video and just review with you guys the criteria that I use to find good keywords. And I want you to understand too that I'm not going to talk about all the specifics of the criteria. I'm just going to talk in the generalities, and hopefully what I'm going to be able to portray to you guys is that the criteria that I use is weighted, meaning that if a couple of the criteria are better than the other criteria and it's not perfect, I can still use the weighted criteria and use my judgment to determine whether or not that's going to be a good keyword. So again, look at my other videos on keywords. I do a really good one where I take a lot of time to explain the specifics of what I actually look for in these specific criteria, but I'm just going to go through them real quick. The criteria that I use to find good profitable keywords: first is your bestsellers rank. Then I look at the publishing date. Then I look at the price, whether there's a self-published author in that same keyword, and then of course the reviews. Now I weight that category in that order, meaning I'm going to give the most importance to things like the rank and whether or not it's been published or there's been successful books published in that keyword in the last 30 to 60 days that the books have actually been published. Those are the things that I'm going to weigh more heavily than say whether or not a self-published author has gone in there and made a lot of money, or whether there is a lot or not enough reviews, or however you want to determine your category for that. So keep that in mind, because a lot of times people get very, very rigid with their keywords and they think, oh man, it has to be exactly this, this, and this. It's never going to be exactly the 5 criteria that I tell you lined up exactly perfectly. Just not going to happen. If it does happen, publish in that keyword, because I can promise you you're going to make a lot of money. But keep in mind that, again, the order of importance that you want to check your keywords with: first and foremost, check your rank. Check to make sure that there's been successful books that have been published in that keyword in the last 30 to 90 days, okay? Then look for the price, whatever your price point's gonna be. Make sure that there's books that are successful in that same price. Check to see if a self-published author has gone in there and actually had success. Again, in that video that I do on keywords, I'll probably link it in the description. You'll be able to see some of the criteria I use to notice whether or not a book is by a self-publisher. And then of course the amount of reviews. If there's 300 reviews for every single book, maybe a little bit more difficult to actually produce a profitable book, because you're going to have to get a lot of time and a lot of energy spent just getting reviews. But again, I hope this helped. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this, but just when it comes to weighting the categories of the specific criteria that you're looking for, you want to make sure that the order of importance goes: look at your rank first, look at self-publishing second, your price third, whether a self-published author has been in there fourth, and then of course reviews fifth. If you have all the first 4 criteria met and maybe there's a few extra reviews that you're going to have to get, doesn't mean that you're not going to be profitable. You know, if you have the rank and the publishing date correct, even if the price point, you may have to change that, or maybe there's not a lot of self-published authors, that's okay. Just keep in mind these are all generalities, but hopefully if you just weight this criteria in the order of importance, that will help you make a better judgment call when you're able to look at all of the criteria as a whole, as opposed to just a set of very, very rigid guidelines that have to be followed perfectly. So hope this video helped. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Like this channel, like this video, and of course, we'll see you guys in the next one.